Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. The Panthers' offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Heath. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this
this one. Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Eagles can play this second down a lot. Brings it to the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Catch in the middle. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get...
He's trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Clark to fire. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Eagles! They grab the early lead.
And how about the protection up front? The big fella's doing their job. He just sits in the pocket. Wide receivers break off their routes. He finds the open guy for the big play. Nice job of protecting your quarterback.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him.
Turning it on! Knocked off his feet. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Stanley. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give from the gun. Running to Green.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll go to the air on third and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
31-yard line. Brings up second down.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Brings up fourth down.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He'll pitch it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Clark wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Eagles! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Inside the 40. Past the 30. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers! I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently, maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. On the run, fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. To the ground with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Back to pass, it's Stanley. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Trying play action. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Glazer. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Panthers are in the hurry-up. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Georgia State.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Keith. Breaks into the open. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Defense in press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Georgia Southern, 14.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Got the 1st down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. Off and running. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Plucks it out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Hart. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half, with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hand off from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Clark to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires downfield. Intercepted. At the 45 on his way.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hart. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And the field goal unit is on the field. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives to...
Breaks into the open on the left. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
this guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point is good. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. To the air, it's Stanley. Pulls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. They go to the ground. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. It'll be 3rd and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the Heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding open areas. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And now on 3rd down after that last run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Southern! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Now the play fake. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the RPO, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards.
Running free. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. He's got it. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, Panthers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing.
Going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Clark wants to throw. Makes the grab. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball, make a big play through the air. Then you're covering the throw game well. What happens? He pulls it down, makes the run. He's showing you a little bit of everything.
Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Woods. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Leaves it with the batter. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He might want another play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Clark to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Oh, he's got a chance. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down. 2.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. The run from the shotgun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that foot.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. Back to throw. It's Stanley. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Eagles. The defense putting points on the board. They give themselves trying to reel off their 4th straight win.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to pass. It's Stanley. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Touchdown, Georgia State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
49, Georgia State, 44.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Let's go! Let's go! Quarterback will keep it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Wilson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Silva. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Eagles are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll leave it with the lone back. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. To the 15. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech.
Looking for a man. It's Stanley.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Glazer. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it for the late touchdown, but probably a little too late, barring just an epic finish.
They got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
And he makes the extra point. First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Clark wants to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense
Turning it on! And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put up forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm